am a winner. I occupy, making a mark in this world. It's worth the drive. A sword of truth, a church alive. It's a privilege to serve for the one who died. Leading generation, empowering a nation. A place where winners worship. Sword of truth.
Good evening, everybody. It is TNT Bible study at the Sword of Truth. And we are elated, excited that you have decided to be a part of us tonight. TNT stands for Tuesday Night Triumph. It's our opportunity to win in the affairs of life. And so I want you to do me a favor, and many of you have already begun doing that, and I so appreciate that, especially our members who have well, who knows what it is we ask you to do. So I appreciate that, and so I need you to do me a very quick favor. It won't take much, but I want you to share, like the broadcast, share it on your page or pages that you're connected to, because some of us are part of groups, and if they allow for you to share things in the group, well, share this broadcast in that group, if you're a part of a particular group, and then tag somebody who may be just surfing through the internet and they need something that's beneficial to their life and to their livelihood. So share, tag. Share, tag. What? Share, tag. Share, tag. Yeah, I got to do it backwards. Share, tag. Do that for me, would you please? To make sure that we get as many people in the room as we need. And again, share to those different rooms. Let me speak to a few of you that's coming in. Dr. Tawana McCoy, God bless you, woman of God. How you do? Deacon Natasha, thank you for sharing. I see that you've already shared. Thank you. Tawana says she's sharing. Shonda Davis, how you do? Thank you for sharing. Thank you guys for tagging people as well. Sheena, Deacon Williams, God bless you. Jasmine Majette, Jazzy Jazz, January babies, we're the best. Thank you for sharing as well. Shannon Lord Polly is what we call her. I don't know if I can share your nickname. Well, it's too late now. Polly, thank you for being on. Good evening to you. Lorna Kuzar, thank you for being a part. Thank you for the heart, by the way. I appreciate that. Prophetess Selena Williams, we love you. God bless you. Latasha Ford, thank you for being on. Good evening to you. Akanet Cooper, love you, Mama Net. Sharon Martin, thank you for sharing this. Tawana Bishop, you look refreshed. Well, thank you. Yeah, amen. I receive that in Jesus' name. Embracing Jay, watching us over on our YouTube, Brown Gravy TV. By the way, if you've not subscribed on YouTube to Brown Gravy TV, what you waiting on? Go ahead and do it, please, ma'am, please, sir. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Brown Gravy TV. Thank you, Embracing Jay, for watching right over there on our Brown Gravy TV side. Sean Seeger's Lawn Service. Yeah, Deacon Seegers, thank you for being a part. Johnita, thank you. Minister Robinson, thank you for being a part. Kanasia Jade, who's, well, I guess is out now, who's with child. Thank you for being a part. You and all the family. Elder Antoinette, we love you. We love you. Did you say Doc? I did. Bless your heart. Who else we have here? Let's see. Chris Cunningham. I'll say a prayer for you and your mom. I promise I will. We'll definitely even do it tonight. Minister Green, thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm clicking buttons and moving stuff and pull myself all the way off the screen. See, that's what you get when you're trying to be the administrator of the broadcast and do the broadcast all at once. Pray my strength in the Lord. Elder Kevin, thank you. Done. So I hope that means you liked it, shared it, and tagged somebody. I think that's what done means. My baby girl, Zion, is on here. We get ready to celebrate a party, but I'll talk about that in just a minute. Shonda Davis, thank you. Yeah, man. Y'all, Melva Bryant, good evening to you. Thank you for being on. Patricia Majette, Deacon Majette, thank you. Kadeja Pride says, hey to the SOT family. Okay, all right. And some of you all are tagging, so continue to tag. Let's get as many people involved as we can within what we're doing. Kashira Majette. Whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back. If I had some. God bless you. Thank you for being on. Aunt Debbie, thank you. We miss you too, Melva. Listen, you can always be a part of our digital group and our digital family. Matter of fact, I believe someone will go ahead and post in the comment how, if you'd like to be a part of our church, man, you don't have to be in the physical building. If you're too far away, but you appreciate the word of God that's coming and you're connecting to the sound that you hear from our church, you could be a part of our e-membership, our electronic membership. We already have, I think, somewhere around 6 members or so who's in the E category of our membership. So click a link, and follow through with whatever that link says. You could be a part of us from wherever you are. You don't have to be in the physical building. You could be digitally connected to the sword. We want you all to connect and reconnect to us. Deacon Seegers, God bless you. Thank you for being on. Okay. Let's get into just a few announcements that we may have. Again, I'm administrator and presenter, and so things might be a little herky-jerky, but please accept all of my herky-jerkiness for me just wanting to make sure I do all the little technical pieces while I do that. Tell me how and what I need to do. All right, absolutely. Minister Janice Green, she'll post something for you, or she'll inbox you, Melva McBride, Bryant. Make sure, Janice, that you or Jasmine Majette, either one of those two, will be posting something for you very soon to link and get connected with you. Okay. Let's give a couple of announcements, and then we'll go forward with it. Let's see. Every Monday night, we have something called a culture call. It's our church culture call. The culture call is for the whole entire church, right? It's for everybody that's a member of the Sword of Truth, because we're talking about our church. We're talking about developing our church, okay? So you want to make sure that you're on the culture call every Monday night. Our Bible study, which is tonight, our TNT, is totally virtual. We stream live and we start 7 p.m. every single night. And you can watch it either Facebook or on YouTube, Brown Gravy TV. Okay, we stream live every Tuesday night. And so it is whatever. It's whatever it is. And then we have, let's see. Our Truth Zone is getting ready to kick up and start. We need a few more volunteers to connect and be a part of our Truth Zone. We need as many teachers that can teach as possible. We're doing it both physical and digital. Right now, it'll probably be a little bit more digital until we get into a little more personal gatherings. But one way or the other, we want you to kind of be a part of that, okay? So then the other things I'd like to share with you, we'll have to put it on our screen. Let's see. All right, so the very first one is this. Have you gotten your book yet? Have you gotten your #1 new release in adult Christian ministry on Amazon, the book entitled A Seat at the Table. I need you to go ahead and get that book right now, immediately, if not sooner. We appreciate all who've already purchased that book, and there are people who are taking pictures with the book. And man, that stuff is important to me, and I appreciate all of those who's doing that, because again, it just kind of helps push and perpetuate what we feel like is the thought process of God. I believe this book is God inspired, and I want to get it in as many hands as I can, so that we can start the revolution of honor again with the word of God and the people of God. A seat at the table. Those of you who are already gotten a book, would you, if you've read any of it, has it blessed you? Yeah, I want to know if it. I want to know if it blessed you. I want to know. Okay. Aside from that's one announcement. Okay. The next announcement that I would like to make is concerning January the 31st. Oh, it's going down for real. On January the 31st, we are celebrating my daughter and I's birthday. Pastor Burt Wright, God bless you, sir. Thank you for being on. I just saw your name, sir. Thank you. Sabrina Seller Thomas said it's good. Thank you so much. And Natasha said it's a blessing. Thank you. So on the 31st, Sunday at 10:30, and then after that, there's an after party, right? There's an after party. Quantum McCoy said, "I'm glad I got a legit seat." Man, that's so loaded. We could talk all night about that kind of thing, but that's absolutely right. So we're having a birthday service for my daughter and I. My daughter and I and my father were all born on the same day. My mom had me on my dad's birthday, and my wife had Zion on my birthday, and so all three of us share the exact same birthday. It's January the 26th. Okay, so on the 26th of January, my baby girl will be turning 17 years old, and I will be turning, let me see. I will be turning, let me see. I'll be turning another year old. How about that? I'll be turning another year old. I'll be 26-ish. So 26-ish on the 26th is what I will be becoming. All right. So, but we're celebrating it though. We're celebrating it on the 31st. There'll be some private celebration moments that we're going to have during that time. So there'll be some things that we'll be doing then on a private base. But for everybody to be a part and to click in and connect to it, we're looking at it happening on the 31st. Okay, so we want you to be a part of it all on the 31st. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me make this adjustment. So at 10:30 and then at 4 p.m. At 10:30 and then at 4 p.m. is going down. It's going down for real. Right? And we want you to come and join in with us, and let's all celebrate together for the birthday. Our speaker for the occasion is Pastor Terry Jones. Pastor Terry Jones, a very, very good friend of mine, and one of the favorites of the Sword of Truth now. He came in and just became an instant favorite of the Sword of Truth. He will be the preacher for the morning service, and the 4 p.m. service, they're not telling me anything. So I don't know what's happening at the 4 p.m. They're leaving me out. I feel left out, right? They just won't tell me nothing. I don't know why they do me like that. Somebody need to talk to these people about how they treat about how they treating the pastor, because they're not telling me nothing, and I want to know, right? I want to know. So tell me what's going to happen at 4. But at any rate, all right. So that's the birthday service, and we want you to be a part of that. The last announcement that I want to make is on this wise. Yeah, there we go. Man, I'm super geeked and excited about this particular announcement. The very first Saturday in February, I'm doing a Waiting Well singles retreat happening at the Sword of Truth. We're going to have a digital availability for those who can't come, to the building, but within the building, space is going to be limited. Okay, limited space for the in-person gathering, but we're also offering an opportunity for you to gather. Sorry, guys, again, okay, I think I'm finally finished. For you to gather as well in a digital space. All you got to do is register. The way to register is down at the bottom of that particular site. Okay, you go to www.theswordofTruth.org/singles retreat. Go ahead and register. Within there, registration includes breakfast, lunch, and retreat material. It's going to be from 9 to 4. And man, I'm just telling you, it's going to be really, really, really good. I'm super focused, pumped, and ready for all that God has for us for the singles retreat. If you know any single, tell them they need to get themselves to the Sword of Truth immediately, if not sooner, so they can be a part of this great occasion. Okay, all right, back to me now. All right. I think I gotten all the announcements out. The only other announcement that I will make is if you're new to SOT, to our e-church and our e-experience, just put in the comments #new, and somebody will get in touch with you as soon as possible. And then for those who are interested and who are new guests to the Sword of Truth and would like to stay connected, you can do this particular link as well. And then we actually have if you want to be a member link, if you'd like to be a member of the e-church, those of you who know how to get that, whoever has that link, is actually in the comments at the very beginning of this live. If you want to just be a member, then you end up hitting that link and it'll get you there. Okay. All right. Let's get into why you're here. That was a whole lot of information, a lot of announcements. So then that means I owe you big with the information. So let's get right on into the information that I feel like God is saying tonight. Let's look at the book of Revelation, chapter number 4, verse 1. The book of Revelation, chapter number 4, verse 1. Here's what it says. After this, I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. After this, I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was as it were a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. I also want you to get Hebrew chapter number 12. Okay. I also want you to get Hebrews chapter number 12. Hebrews chapter number 12. Hebrews chapter number 12. We're going to go straight to verse 1. Hebrews chapter number 12, straight to verse 1. Those of you who are out there in my internet, my e-space, who are real good note takers and good with putting up points and all those kind of things, throw that up there. Throw that up there for me so that we can, so that other people can see it as well. All right. We're going to Hebrew chapter number 12, verse 1. I'm going to read the amplified version and then go back and kind of, pick it apart. Deacon Douglas Robinson, glad to have you on the live. Therefore then, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses who have borne testimonies to the truth, let us strip off and throw aside every encumbrance. Encumbrance is a powerful word, ladies and gentlemen. We'll pull it apart in just a minute. Every encumbrance, unnecessary weight, that sin, and that sin. King James says, and the sin. Okay. The Amplified says, and that sin. All right. Okay. And that sin which so readily, deftly, and cleverly clings to and entangles us, and let us run with patience, endurance, and steady and active persistence the appointed course of the race that is set before us. Of the race that is set before us. I want to talk from the thought process and the title, reset. Okay, I'm talking about reset. Reset is the topic. Okay, so reset is an acrostic. For those of you who are first gathering with us, this is your first time encountering us, encountering the message. You may not have heard this before, so we'll run through it very, very quickly. The Lord said for us for the year of 2021, it's our reset year, right? It's our time that we have an opportunity to reset, literally reset. But then he gave an acrostic. He gave it in the form of an acrostic that literally meant a few different words that we've been picking apart during our Bible study and Sunday mornings. Okay, so the R is reevaluate, reimagine, and reintroduce. Reevaluate, reimagine, reintroduce. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is, man, we've been working that for a little while now, right? The E is essentials and eliminate. Essentials and eliminate. The S, strategize and strengthen. Okay. The E, evolve and execute. Evolve and execute. And then the T is teamwork and tenacity. All right. Teamwork and tenacity. It's all about reset. Okay. So up to this point, we've already defined the word reset. Right. It's the year of re. I see y'all out there. Preach with me. Y'all help me preach in this digital community. We've already defined the word reset, and it is to turn a piece of computer equipment or anything on and off, or off and then on again when it does not work correctly, to make it start working correctly again, or to change the position on the controls of a piece of equipment, to enter into a state representing the numeral 0, starting it back at 0. And then we talked about, the resetting of bones and those kind of things. So the whole idea of reset literally gives us an opportunity to start back at 0. I've already preached it. There's no need for me to go back and do too much preaching as it relates to that, but it gives you a fresh slate and a fresh start. I remember talking on the beach one time when I did a live, and just through the inspiration of the Lord gave a declaration of fresh steps, that we get a chance to step freshly within the next 10 years of our life, 9 years as it were, within our life. 2021 starts the first step of a 10-year span. You follow what I'm saying? Within a 10-year span, 0 is always the baseline, and then you start counting at 1. And so at 2020, we were baseline in our approach. And so whatever was taking place in 2020 was where we baselined ourselves, okay? Which was where we, you know what? Hold 1 second, guys. I sent the wrong link out, and so I got, this is too funny. This is too funny. I almost ended up bringing them on the screen. Again, this is me trying to do background work and front ground work. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. This is murder for live stream. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Stay with me. It's murder. I know it. It's murder was the case that they gave me. You don't do this kind of thing when you're doing live stream. I teach against this stuff, and here I am doing it. So please forgive me. So let's start all over again. So yeah, man, it is the starting all the way back over, having an opportunity to freshly begin a life uh, that can have so many possibilities and plausibilities. All right, so within that R of reset, we started talking about reevaluate, reimagine, and reintroduce. I won't go through it all. Again, for the last two services, we've kind of really wore out as best I could those pieces when we're talking about reimagining, reevaluate, reintroduce. I do, though, want to at least give one thought for each. So reimagine, image, again. Okay. So then my image changes and I get a chance to kind of change and shift my, you ever messed up your image and just say, Lord, give me a chance to kind of be represented again, right? Help me to represent, help me to show myself over again within a moment. Yeah. So it's re-imaging again, image. Now, also imagine, right? So then I get to reimagine, re-image. So many little pieces within that whole concept. So then the image that was once projected can now be another image, and I get a chance to help dictate how that thing looks. Now, this is not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched because it's linked to nature. And hear me, guys, nature bespeaks spiritual principles. Some persons used to say something along the lines of this: as it is in the natural, so it is in the spiritual. That's how they used to say it way back when we were really tagging nature with spiritual things. Now that's not to say it's wrong. It is just to say that you can utilize it. So in a nature standpoint, there are moments where there's something that was once seen in one regard, and then when you look back at the thing, it's totally different. It's re-imaged. It's imaged again. There's a different look when you look one more time. You ever heard the story of the ugly duckling? Right. Okay. So with the ugly duckling, it came out with no feathers, with nothing that kind of, looked as if it was anything opulent to look at or to look upon. I mean, it just had all things negative as relate, well, not necessarily negative. It just wasn't great to look upon. But then an evolution took place, when a reset took place, when they begin to transition and present again, well, the ugly duckling became a beautiful swan. So now what was once an ugly part of me has been beautified by the hand of God. Can I prophesy to some people out here watching that God's going to take some ugly stuff that took place in your life and make that ugly thing beautiful? That the ugly duckling is going to become a beautiful swan, and all it takes is me re-imaging it, giving the image again. Yeah. And then I threw in a new word, reimagine, right? So I get to imagine again. So it's not just re-imaging, it's imagining again. So then there are dreams that I once had that I could not accomplish before, but I can accomplish now. Let me say that one more time. Can I encourage you? Can I encourage you without hooping or hollering or anything of that you get an opportunity to dream the exact same dream you had before again, right? Reimagine, imagine again. I get to dream it one more time, but this time, instead of me just dreaming it, I can literally receive it, walk in it, because the dream wasn't for then, the dream was for now. Who am I talking to out there that can realize that what you were dreaming before, you would have squandered it and lost it because you wasn't ready for it. But now if you dream it, you can actually ascertain it because you have reevaluated, you've re-imaged, and you're able to uphold what that dream was giving over unto you. That if I would have gotten what I was dreaming about 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, if I'd have gotten it then I would have stumbled, fell, and lost it all. But now that I am in my reset moment and reset opportunity, and I think different, I see clearly or more clearer than what comes in my hand I can hold instead of it always slipping through my hands. I don't want any more seasons where I actually grab hold to what I was praying for, but I can't keep a hold of it. Come in this room. See, some of you all get what you pray for, but you can't hold on to it. Yeah, God gave me what I prayed for, but my hands were so open, everything slipped through my fingers. But I am purposing myself to hold on to it tightly, right? So that I can actually hold on to what I'm dreaming about. So if I dream it again, imagine again what it was that I used to want back before, but I made provisions for me not to have it now. Can I help some of you? Some of you have put in place substitutes for what God told you can have, and you only put a substitute there because you felt like it was never going to happen. And so you attempted to help God out with the dream he gave you. Can I submit something to you? That God doesn't need your help in bringing the dream to pass, not in the sense of you trying to bring a substitute. Now, he does need your help in agreement. He does need your help in action. He does need your help in evolution. He does need your help in reintroduction. He does need your help in reimagining. He does need your help in reevaluating. He needs your help in resetting, but he doesn't need your help to bring it to pass. And so you're attempting to bring something to pass, ladies and gentlemen, that God didn't need your help to bring to pass. All he wanted you to do was shift, change, morph into the necessary person that was able to uphold the dream from the very beginning. So now when you dream, you can actually walk into it because I'm the person that I saw in my dream. Come here for a minute. You might have thought you were that person when you dreamt it, but you were not. All right. And so God was only trying to give you a picture of what's to come, and it wasn't for right then. Now you've been discouraged with God and upset with life all this time because you were thinking you were ready then when you really were not. It was only God giving you a picture to get you prepared for where he wanted to place you in this new dispensation. Can I get somebody out there to shout dream again? All right, so I have to posture myself to dream it again. So when I dream it again, you cut me deep, sir. God bless you. God bless you, prophetess. When I dream again, now it can become an actuality because I'm not what I was when I was dreaming. Okay, here's how we said it on Sunday morning. You were having butterfly dreams as a caterpillar. And no matter how hard you tried, the caterpillar was never going to be able to fly. Let me say it again. You were having butterfly dreams as a caterpillar. And no matter how hard a caterpillar tries, it'll never be able to fly. And so you could not move with that dream because your current state was not conducive for the movement of that dream. Yes. So then God says, okay, hold on. I wasn't telling you that dream for you to feel like it was happening now. I was giving you that dream for you to see what's to come. And here it is. You'll be able to use the dream as motivation to get through the cocooning. Let me say it one more time. He said you were supposed to use the dream as fuel to help you make it through the cocooning stage. I wish I was teaching like other people teach. I don't know. I don't teach like other people. I teach like me. Yeah, it was supposed to be motivation, but you allowed something that was supposed to motivate you to discourage you. And so you've been more discouraged at prophecy instead of motivated by prophecy because you didn't realize the prophecy was your fuel to help you through the cocoon moments, the tough places, the yea though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death moments. See, if yes, Lord, if I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of death, I need something to look forward to look towards in order to make it through dark places. So the dream was supposed to be light in darkness. But I threw away the dream, put the dream aside, cast it away, and then I'm trying to figure out, why everything's so dark. Let me tell you why your life is so dark right now. Because you threw away the dream you got aggravated with because you wanted it right then when it wasn't for right then. It was the light to get you to your next now. I wish I was teaching like I wanted to teach. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. My life's so dark. The only reason why your life is so dark right now is because you threw away the dream that was supposed to be motivation for depression. So you didn't even want to think about it. You didn't want to believe it no more. You didn't even want to start planning for it no more. There's somebody that I'm talking to right now that will not go back to planning what it was you were planning when you first got the dream. Can I prophesy to you? God says, go back to your first love. You got it. That you're going to need to learn how to get the same energy you once had when you first had the dream. No, I need you to get the same excitement that you had when you first got the job. I need you to get the same excitement that you had when you first got married. I need you to get the same excitement that you had when come here now, when you first got together. You've lost the excitement thinking that the dream was for right then, but the dream was for your next as you walk through your place of cocooning. Hmm. Yeah, you're not excited. You don't get excited about anything anymore. There's no excitement that you muster up about any of the things that you once were excited about. And so here it is. You ended up getting busy doing something else in order to distract you from the depression because the dream wasn't coming to pass. I'm stuck. I'm getting stuck in this. And the only reason why I'm getting stuck in this is because somebody needed to hear it. Because I wasn't planning on saying all this in this particular point, but somebody needed to hear this. No, I got much more I need to get to. I got to get to the E. But hear what I'm saying to you. Did you hear what I said? That you ended up going and getting busy doing other things to distract your mind off of the depression of an unfulfilled dream. And your dream, you allow the enemy to turn it into a nightmare. And now that nightmare, you've already, yes, you don't even want to go to sleep anymore because of the fact that Freddy Krueger has entered into your dream. Now it's Nightmare on Elm Street. Now it's Nightmare on Sherrill Street. Now it's Nightmare on whatever street you live on. And so instead of you trying to sleep and go back and feel and see all that again because you let Freddy Krueger in, you've now gotten busy doing other stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with what the dream says. Because here it is. When God showed you the dream, he then puts you back at one and starts sending things in your way to prep you for the dream. Yes. And so then if I'm doing work that's going to prep me for the final place. You're not hearing what I'm saying. And some of you have already dropped everything linked to your dream and started grabbing something else that has absolutely nothing to do with the dream because you're frustrated with it and you set it aside. And the Lord is saying, imagine again, dream again. Thank you, Freddie Blast. Freddie Blast said, show you right. Hallelujah. Did you just hear what I said? Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with doing something else until the dream comes to pass. But what I'm doing will all filter back into the dream that God gave me. I wish I had some help. Yeah. So see, God then sets me up. He sets me up to step into step by step, moment by moment, into the thing he originally had called for me to be and to do. And you went all the way to the right because you didn't want to even think about the fact that the dream hasn't come to pass. And you got to imagine again, dream again. Who am I talking to in this crowded digital church? She said, I just did a whole sermon on reimagine. I did. I'm stuck. I'm trying to get my sandala banda haya. I'm trying to get somebody from being stuck in this moment and spinning your wheels, wasting energy. Sharon Martin said me, wasting their energy. Nancy Blue said me, wasting their energy when God is really saying, no. I didn't mean for you to go to do something totally opposite. I meant for you to do baby steps towards what it was I promised you I was going to give you and do for you from the very beginning. So here it is. Every little step I take. Come on, Deacon Chatter. You know me way too well. You will be there. That's what God is saying. Every little step I make, it'll be together. Yeah, no. Every step is pushing me back towards the original dream. All right. Come here, people who've been blaming it on God. Can I tell you that it was never God's intention for it to take you this long for the dream to come to pass? That the reason why it took you this long for you to get to the dream that God initially had for you is because you kept quitting and you kept putting down the fact that God told you to start a business. So you start a business and felt like you were supposed to be a millionaire the next day. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. Not realizing that it takes at least 3 years for a business to start bringing in any money for you to use as residual income. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, no, not money. So I'm investing much more for the first 3 years before anything that I have done as it relates to a business starts coming back towards me as residual income. So the income that comes in is only there to help sustain what it is I'm doing. But because I still feel like I can't go get the house on the hill, bank full of bills kind of deal, and bank full of dollar bills, right? And can't do all the things that I want to see other people do that's doing business like that. I quit in the middle of the business and started doing something else that I was not called to, that I never saw as a dream. And I'm frustrated, like God did me wrong, and God never did me wrong at all. I just left the path. And now God says, I want you to reset and then re-image and then reimagine and then reevaluate and then reintroduce yourself as what I initially called you from the very beginning. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Okay. I got to spend my last 10 minutes or so introducing the E. Introducing the E. Do y'all have it out there? Are you getting this? Are you feeling? I really feel like speaking in tongues and prophesying to some of you all. I really feel like doing that. I feel like prophesying to some of you, because some of you have given up and you've quit too many times. Here's the beauty of the grace of God. The beauty of the grace of God is that he's giving you a chance to do it again. That you might have quit 99 times, but it's the 100th time that's going to catch. So I don't care how many times you've already quit in the endeavor or in the pathway of your dream. Get back started taking those baby steps towards the ultimate dream that God initially gave you. All right. Now here's one of the things I gotta offer this. I might not get a chance to introduce the E. I don't know. We'll see. But I gotta offer you this. Okay. Here's what I gotta offer you. I gotta offer you the fact that in the reevaluation, you may need to evaluate whether that dream was God given or self-inspired. Okay. Tracy, you say you felt that. I'm glad. I feel it. I really feel like screaming is what I feel like doing. I want to yell and prophesy. Right. Okay. I need to reevaluate. Thank you, Father, for a second chance. Oh, come in this room. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yeah. I need to reevaluate to determine whether or not it was a God-given dream or a self-motivating flesh aggrandizement kind of dream. Okay, which one was it? Was it for God, or was it from God, or was it more from a selfish place of ambition? Okay, so that's where reevaluation come in, because for some of you, your reimagine is about imagining God's purpose and not your desire. Let me say that again. For some of you, okay, I'm not even going to try to get to the E. Is it all right if I sit in these R's for a moment? For some of you, is it okay if I sit in the R? I'm going to get to the E. Join me Sunday morning. We'll hit E hard. Okay, I might even do S and E on E and S rather on Sunday. Let's sit in this thing. Okay, so I may need to reevaluate whether or not this thing was a God-inspired, God-driven, God-given dream, or if it was a selfish ambition of something that I saw and the lust of my eye caused me to salivate in a direction that wasn't for my palate. Let me say that again. Did I allow my eye? Did I eye hustle? You know how some people ear hustle conversations? Did I hustle somebody else's blessing and I began salivating in a direction that wasn't my palate? And so God has been not allowing it to take place because it was never for you from the beginning, because it was more selfishly ignited and not God given, inspired. Okay. So here we go. Here's how you know whether or not you eye hustled and salivated in the wrong direction, or it was literally something given from God that was going to bless him. Okay. It's so much to say in that. I don't know if I could say it in the last few minutes that I have, but here we go. Here it is. If it's larger than anything I can do by myself, if it is created for a thought of empowering others more than empowering me, if it is from a standpoint of blessed to be a blessing kind of idea, and not just I got to get mine, you got to get yours, then it is God given. If it is, oh, I just want to do this because, man, I just really, I just want to be rich. Okay, hold on. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be rich, okay? But just know that I want to be rich is not necessarily a God-given in endeavor. That don't always necessarily come from God. Get rich comes from it, because while I'm doing it, then the riches happen because God will supply all my needs according to his riches and glory, that I'm blessed to be a blessing, that surely blessing I will bless thee. So then the rich side comes because I'm blessing others. And so then if it is steeped in serve, it's God given. If it is steeped in get, it's you driven. Let me say it again. If it's steeped in serve, it is God given. If it's steeped in get, it is you driven. See the difference? Okay. You follow what I'm saying there. All right. So then it has to be larger than me. It has to be something more greater than what I can literally accomplish on myself. And oh God, hear me. It's even intergenerational. So then it won't just stop with me. It's something that won't just bless my time, but it sets itself up to bless the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. God given. Yeah, God given. Right. Those are some of the things you use to determine whether or not this has been more a eye hustle and not a spirit endeavor or something that has been driven. Yeah. So then I reevaluate to say, oh, you know what? That was more me eye hustling than anything else. Now, God, I'm open to reimagine what I'm supposed to be doing from the very beginning. You do know, by the way, that no one knows what they're called to do from the very beginning. This is always having to come to a revelation and then being willing to pivot midstream within that revelation. In other words, you could be doing exactly what you think God has been telling you to do all this time, and until you come to a reset moment to realize, well, that's not what he was telling me to do from the beginning anyway. It was doing something else. Consider the caterpillar. So the caterpillar was born to crawl. The caterpillar was born crawling, but it wasn't birthed to crawl. It was birthed to fly. But for me to fly comes after reset, not during the birth and developmental moments. Okay, so then there's sometimes I could be doing something that's not necessarily what I was meant to do or born to do from the very beginning. And I can tell when I'm born to do the thing because it starts happening for me with ease. Now, when I say ease, I don't mean without tension. So there's supposed to be a bit of tension. There's supposed to be a bit of struggle. There's supposed to be a bit of uneasiness and sacredness that I approach what I do with every single time. So just because I'm able to do it doesn't mean that I don't do it with a level of trepidation, right? So then I fly, but I fly with trepidation. So it's not necessarily about, ease, like, oh, this ease, I can do it in my sleep. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying ease in the sense of once I get in the element of it, then it's like I'm operating and things are kind of popping and moving faster than I can ever actually say that I've learned to do it. See, me sitting here talking to you and these thoughts and processes that are coming to my mind, I didn't write any of that stuff down. My notes, I didn't even really go to my notes much because I'm in the element of what I was created to do from the very beginning, right? I might have started out crawling doing something else, but I was born to fly. And so once I start flying, I get to do this thing with a level of ease that wouldn't come if I was doing something else. Good God from Almighty Zion. I wish I had some help in this crowded digital church. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And so you might have, when you were born, you started doing something based upon where and what you were born in, but you weren't born to just do this. You were literally born to do what he called you to do. And so then my caterpillar place is me working out my soul issues so that by the time I reset, I can work in my calling. So yes, Lord. So see, soul development comes before walking in full calling. And many of you have tried to walk in your calling before you developed your soul. I would, above all things, that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So before the monetary prosper, before the dream becomes a reality, before I fly, he says, soul prosper first so I can step into calling. You tried to be calling before you were soul developed. No. So the caterpillar can never fly before it is cocooned and it matures in what it's supposed to be. Some of you all still cuss because you mad. I'm not saying anything's wrong with, well, there is something wrong with some of you all, some of you all can't take pressure. You still an adolescent in how you handle adversity, but you're ready to fly. That can't be so. So then I need to learn to reset first. Yeah, I gotta mature first. I got to reevaluate. I got to reestablish. Yes, Lord, I got to reimage. I got to image again. I got to reimagine. I got to reintroduce. I got to do all of those other re's so that I can do what I was born to do. The caterpillar wasn't born to be a caterpillar. The caterpillar was born to be a butterfly. But the caterpillar cannot become a butterfly until it begins to mature in the caterpillar place to be able to handle the butterfly stage. Here it is. So then I have to have soul developed before I have calling actualized. Oh, I ain't got no help in this crowded digital church. Ain't nobody giving me no hearts. Ain't getting no thumbs up. I'm not getting. Come on, hit that heart button. Hit them thumbs up. Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't tell you to do it. You can only do it if you feel it. But I hope you feel it. I'm not trying to lose you. I'm trying to help you. Come in this room. And so then reset has to happen. Redeveloping has that, because I'm with everybody. Oh yeah, I'm a dream again. I'm gonna do it this year. 2021 is the year 2021. The year 202WON. It's 2021. Yep, you. Great, but hear me. If you are still caterpillar in your essence, you'll come out of the cocoon the same way. So you'll crawl up a tree and get cocooned and crawl back down the tree because you never transformed. Yeah. Did you hear what I said? That God will drive you up a tree for you to be cocooned to transform. And if you take the moment in this opportunity not to transform, you'll crawl right back down the tree you were pushed upwards and never step into the place of what you were born to do. Because the first stage of walking into what I was born to do is soul development. I have to develop my soul. Because if I don't develop my soul, come here now, I'll start making decisions based upon a caterpillar mentality. I'll start making decisions off of being discontent. I got to stop with this. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let you go. I gotta let you go. Okay. you were discontent, so God drove you up a tree to cocoon you, to transform you, so you can reevaluate, reimagine, and re-image. You could reintroduce, reset, all those kind of things. And you do none of that. And then you crawl back down the tree in a place of discontentment, right? And when you are discontented, discontentment is a weapon of destruction. Okay. Let me just, I won't. Okay. I'm going to have to stop because I could go into so many other things. So then you start destroying your life because discontentment has set in. And the reason discontentment has set in is because you've not transformed at the stage you were supposed to. Come here for a minute. Some of you are past you are overdue for a shifting in your mindset. And how you know you're overdue, discontentment is an indicator that you were supposed to transform in a place that you have yet to transform in. And this is why you're now destroying everything around you, because there has not been a transformation for you to start becoming what you were called to become from the very beginning. Is there anybody in this crowded church that understands what it is I'm saying? So, oh, I love you, but here we go. If you're discontent because you didn't transform in the time frame given with your cocoon stage. And you left the cocoon because of discontentment, and now you're destroying everything else around you. All right, all right, all right. Discontentment can cause a person to think that God is pulling them out of a role or responsibility that he really wanted them to stay in. Discontentment can have you leaving places when you weren't supposed to leave at all. Discontentment will have you stepping into other opportunities and roles that wasn't supposed to be there anyway. But the devil knows how to offer a beautiful alternative for God's place of darkness and cocooning. Can I offer this? Be careful the opportunities that come when you're discontented, because it's usually much more opulent than the other decision. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, 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 okay. hmm no, that came right at the right time because the enemy knew you were discontent enough to choose it without evaluating it. All right, maybe you don't get it like that. Your rebound lover usually is the wrong one for you to hook up with, because you already know what you don't want, but you really don't know what you need. And so the person who presents themselves to you gives you everything you want, but not necessarily everything you need. But now you done jumped in the sack with them. And now sex has become involved in a thing. And now I've become intimate with I've become intimate with the with the fake, with the facade. Mm. And it's all based upon me ensuring that I transform as a caterpillar. I said all of that to lead to this moment of, in the cocoon space, reset, reevaluate, reimage, reimagine, reevaluate, and reintroduce yourself so that I step out of that place into what I was supposed to be from the very beginning. And I not climb down, I fly out. And if I'm continuing in discontented spaces, every discontented space is a signal that I did not transform in that space. Are you intimate with the facade? Ooh, that's so good. Did I say that? Absolutely. Are you intimate with the facade? Are you intimate with something that was a fake? It was a beautiful distraction, but it was not your ultimate destination. So you've fallen in love with a beautiful distraction instead of waiting for your actual place of contentment. Yep, 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 yep. Whew. So God drove you up a tree God drove you, for some of you, he drove you to the sword of truth. He drove you there for you to cocoon, to begin to break out of it into what you were originally called for. I went all the way around the bush, reimagine, dream again. So if I'm dreaming again, and you should, please understand, take those steps necessary for the dream to come to pass, and make sure the dream that you're having is God-given and not self-laced. I said more than I probably needed to say. It's the teacher in me that pushes me to keep talking when you probably have gotten the point. Absolutely. Some people have already fallen in love with a beautiful distraction, and they've gone on living their life with a beautiful distraction. Yeah. Juxtaposed with an opulent actuality. I'd rather wait for my opulent actuality than to run off with a beautiful distraction. I'd rather wait for my opulent actuality than to run off with a beautiful distraction. Might be beautiful, but it's a distraction. All the days of my life shall I wait for my, that's what the Bible says, for my change to come, for my opulent actuality. And I will not step over and make covenant become intimate with a beautiful distraction. Amen. And so I'm stopping there. I got much more I could say. I'm just join me Sunday morning uh, on this same page, whether it is YouTube or if it is Facebook Live. You can YouTube it. You're welcome, Deacon Robinson. You can YouTube us at subscribe to our YouTube channel, Brown Gravy TV. Go ahead and go to YouTube and subscribe, because we'll start doing some things on YouTube that we may not do on Facebook. And then, of course, you can like this page. Go ahead and like the page. So anytime we go live, a notification will come up to you, and you'll be able to always connect to some of the content that we're giving out during our moments of thought and meditation. And we're going to start pushing out more and more content. So we want you to like this page and follow this page. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and all of those kind of things, so that you can always stay connected with us. Sunday morning, we start at 10:30, right? We start at 10:30 on this page. It'll take place then. Now, I did not mention this before. On Friday at 7:30, we're having a prophetic activation session that'll be on Zoom. It won't be Facebook Live. It'll be in Zoom. We'll put up the link and it's for anybody who wants to be prophetically activated. Join me Friday night at 7:30, myself and Prophet Travis Newkirk, and we'll have a prophetic activation this Friday coming. All right. So that link will be coming up within the week. And you're welcome to be a part. If you really want to be a part and don't want to miss it, inbox the church. That way we'll make sure that you get the link even when we put it up for everybody to get it. I love you right back, Deacon Melvin. Okay, so that's happening Friday. Remember, Sunday is our 10:30 service. We'll be back on location at the Sword of Truth. Man, this last Sunday we were on location in Tennessee. Oh my God, what a wonderful message. If you didn't hear that message, you got to go back and listen to that. God broke bread with us in Tennessee. Next Sunday, I think is going to be even gooder, as my son would say. I think it'll be even more beneficial for you to tune in. All right, I think that's all that I need to remind you. Here's what I want you to do. I need you to put a seed in the ground. We're doing some upgrades to our digital space. That's cameras. That's a digital wall. I mean, all those kind of things we're prepping and planning to do, and we need your help to do that. So every seed you sow during our Bible study moments, we're taking a large portion of those proceeds and putting it towards being able to better touch you digitally. There's so many other things we want to do digitally. We need to hire in some persons. We need to set aside some people. We need to kind of have a little more interaction and a couple of more things sent out and put out there on a regular basis. And so every seed you sow, portions of that is going largely towards our upgrading our digital space, cameras, and man, so many things we got on the table right now. Rearranging our pulpit. I won't even tell you all that we got planned for that, but we want to have it all kind of set and done so that we can better engage you in this digital moment and digital opportunity. We need to redesign a studio in my house just in case that they shut us down and nobody can do any movement. Well, we don't want no movement to mean that we still can't touch. So then I need to kind of upgrade the studio that I'm sitting in right now. So there's a couple of things we want to do. I need everybody that can and will to sow a $25 seed tonight. And that $25, a large part of that proceed will be going towards that. If I can get all 50 of you to sow $25, that'd be great. Now, there may be somebody who tonight's message touched at a deeper level and a deeper degree. If tonight's message touched you at a deeper place and a deeper degree, and you want to sow at another level, I want you to give wherever God is kind of giving you. For some of you, that's $250. For some of you, that's $2,500. Man, if you sow $2,500, you have already helped us get something handled that we're looking at doing, like right now. You're doing that. So here it is. I want to give you a couple of ways. I put up the wrong slide. See, again, that's why I should be the one doing the back room and talking to you. Here's two different ways you can sow. You can do the Cash App, sotbville, for all the Cash Apper people. For all of Sword of Truthers and even some Sword of Truth friends, text the word 73 Sword of Truth to 73256. Text the word Sword of Truth to 73256. Follow the prompts. So everybody Sword of Truth, that's kind of how we want you to give tonight. But if you just got to do Cash App, that's okay. You take that as well. $SOTbville. I want all 50 of you, all 60 of you. At one point, we had about 70 people. I want all of y'all to sow a $25 seed. But again, if there's some people out there who this message has touched at a deeper level, I want you to sow where that thing is. That might be 250. That might be 2,500. That might be 20,500. I don't know. I don't know what it may be. Whatever that case may be, I want you to give it. Now hear me. I want you to hear my heart. I know that there's so many people like, man, you gotta be giving all the time. Yeah, you're supposed to give. I mean, it is a part of what we do with what we do. I can't speak for the people who might have been underhanded with giving and having people give, and they try to, cheat people out their money. That has happened. Absolutely. I can promise you that's not what we're doing. If you ever come to ask us, well, what y'all doing with the money? We can show you. We got a track record of those things that happen with the money that comes into the Sword of Truth, right? So we are, every time, Sword, you step in there and you start seeing certain things, different things, that's because people are faithful in their giving, man. They're faithful in their giving. Well, Pastor, do they give you anything? Mm-hmm. They do. It's my job, right? So everybody gets paid for a job. I want to do it. It's my call. I love to do it. The Lord called me to do it. But you never muzzle the ox that treads out the corn, right? So I'm not going to hide that. Will you see a line item with my name on it? Probably will. They ain't going to show it to you, though. let me stop. But what I'm saying is the money doesn't go to a person. The money goes to the mission and the vision of the Sword of Truth. I want you to sow. Everybody, come on, get that $25 right now. We'll put it back up on the screen. The two different ways you can give. You can do it. Text to give 73256. Text the word Sword of Truth to 73256. Follow the prompts. Or if you're a Cash Apper, $SOT Bville, SOTbville. I want you to go ahead and do that. It's right there on the screen. All right. I'm getting ready to go, but I want to answer one question. I'm way over my time, but I want to answer one question. The first question I can see that'll pop up on my screen, I'll try to answer it for you. This is so impromptu. This is so impromptu, but I'll answer your question. If you have a question, I wanna try to answer it. Now, if you're watching this by replay, and you put up your question and I don't answer it, it's because it's the replay. But I still want you to sow, even though it's a replay. But right here in this live space, you can ask me a question. I'll answer it right now. I'll answer it right now. But you gotta hurry because I gotta let it go. You gotta hurry because I gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Thank you for sewing, though. I see you sewing out there. Oh, that's so good. Thank you. Thank you. Is that Perez? Ada? Hopefully, I'm saying that name right. Please forgive me if I'm not. Ada Perez, thank you. Thank you for sewing. I appreciate that. Janice Green, thank you for sewing. I think I saw Barry there earlier. I didn't get a chance to acknowledge him. Thank you, Barry, for watching. Khadijah Pride says done. Seeger's Lawn Service. If you want your grass cut like a haircut, you need to get Seeger's Lawn. The man manicures the yard. I don't even want to step on the grass after he cuts it. It looks so good. Tracy, thank you. You want some food, you need to get Tracy. All right. Like good food, that is. Like grandma used to make. Thank you for sewing. Janine LaShawn, thank you for sewing. Melissa Santiago, thank you for sewing. God bless you. Jasmine Majet, thank you for sewing. Janine, that's your auntie. Hey, auntie. Hey, auntie. That's Janice Green's auntie. Hey now. What do you do? What do you do when you feel a disconnect from Harvest Life Youth Ministry? Okay, I don't know if I understand the question totally. What do you do when you feel a disconnect from Harvest Life Youth Ministry? Um, okay, maybe inbox me that question so that I can get clarity from it, because I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Yeah, thank everybody for sewing. I appreciate that. I appreciate your sewing. Deacon Robinson, text me that question. I'll answer it. I gotta let the people go, only because again I don't quite understand it the way you're asking it. So I want to make sure that I answer it properly. You got my number. Text me or call me. I'll try to get an answer for you. All right. To the rest of you, may God bless you. May God keep you. May He cause His face to shine upon you. That He may give you your peace, His shalom, that you have nothing missing, nothing broken, and all things are done through His grace and by His will to bring fame to His name and pleasure to His heart. This is R. Christopher Brown, the Relevant Leadership Strategist, Senior Pastor of the Sword of Truth, presiding prelate of Kingdom Fellowship of Ministries, President and CEO of R.C. Brown Enterprises. What can this Brown do for you? And I'm telling you that 2021 is the year of reset. And God is not resetting you for it to be big. God is resetting you for it to be bigger. May God bless.